Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to talk about why you should not overcomplicate back training. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. All right, back training. Check out the thumbnail of the video. You'll see my back. I occasionally get people on this channel that'll say, hey man, because you don't walk around with your shirt off, I can't trust you, you're just a fat guy. Okay, so check out the thumbnail of the video. And I wear a freaking, a hoodie in here because it's my office and there's no heater, so get over it. All right, not overcomplicating back training. I made a post on Instagram today, I'd been the barman, basically showing my back development. If you look close, you'll see good trap development. You'll see good erector development. You'll see thick, wide lats. And you'll just see general overall thickness from head to toe. My back is like a V. It's like a big, thick slab. And one of the reasons why it has such a quality degree of development, and there are muscle groups in my body that do not, like my biceps, for example, genetically suck. But if you look at my back training, it's been nothing but the simple basics. My entire lifting career, 35 years. A focus on deadlifts, barbell and dumbbell rows, seated cable rows, and lat pull downs. That's it. 5 core exercises. Now, over the years, I've also done a little bit of rack pulling. I've done some machine rows, some T-bar rows when those were available. I also did some weighted pull-ups at times. Mostly during my first 2 to 3 years of lifting. I didn't know what the fuck I was going to say there. I was going to stumble and just go stone cold black on you guys. But those are the 5 basics. A lot of people will say, excuse me, it's cold and I just woke up. A lot of people will say, hey, is deadlift really a back exercise? Look at the thumbnail, look at my erectors, and look at what kind of thickness and what they add to my overall back. It adds just a degree that you don't see on many backs, or you don't see on backs of people that don't really focus on deadlifts. Now, lat pull downs. I mentioned I'm just doing lat pull downs, and I did a little bit of pull-ups over the years. But if you look at my lat thickness, it's pretty impressive. If you look at my lat thickness, it's there. My lats look like one of my stronger body parts. Now, a lot of people will over-focus on lat width, lat thickness exercises. The best thing you can do is just set all that stuff aside. I'm not telling you it doesn't have any value at all. But what you really need to do is focus on your core exercises, your rows, your seated cable rows, your dumbbell, your barbell, your T-bar, your deadlifts, and then your vertical pulling, which is a lat pull down and pull-ups. Just get all those in the mix and get those as strong as possible. A lot of people will think that somehow horizontal rowing does not build the lats. That's nonsense. Everything works together. They're compound movements. Don't overthink this stuff. Just get everything strong. Lat pull downs kind of have a limited progression window. You'll reach a point in your training where you really can't add weight. It's just a struggle and a pain in the ass because, you're dealing with a machine and there's kind of a tipping point or breaking point. But one of the things I want to stress is that we have the potential to get our backs a lot stronger than they are now. And that's the biggest problem with people not building a big back is they don't see that potential. They're doing 50 to 60 pound dumbbell rows. And when I tell them you need to get those up to 150s or 160s by 10, the look in their eyes, they get all googly-eyed, like I just told them Santa doesn't exist, right? But your back has that kind of potential. Your back has an incredible strength potential, and you have to work to get that strength up. You have to first realize it has that potential, and then you have to put in the work to get it up. Now, people will say, well, if you're going to get to those strength levels, you're going to compromise feel and form and all that kind of stuff, and you're just going to get sloppy. That's absolutely not true. Absolutely not true. Even when you see me doing, powerful dumbbell rows or powerful pendlay rows, Every single rep I've done for 35 years, when I do a row or a pull, I focus on driving my elbow and shoulder back at the same time. Just that motion right now, I've spent so many years doing that. I can feel my lat and my back driving that motion because I've done it for so many years. I have that mental connection. I know how to get the back engaged. I know how to get the lats engaged. I use the hands as hooks. So there's power there. But I'm focusing that power on my back and my lat muscles. And when I am doing an eccentric, when possible, when reasonable, I always control the weight. I always control the weight on an eccentric, doesn't matter what body part I'm working. Now, obviously, there are some exercises where it's nearly impossible to control the weight. You don't want to control the weight on a deadlift and ride it down and resist against it. That's a good way to jack up your lower back. The same thing when I was doing Pendley rows at my peak for 405 by 5. You know, I'm not trying to control the weight. I'm just kind of letting gravity take it down. And the same thing when I'm doing super, super heavy dumbbell rows. But for the rest of the exercises, pull-ups, seated cable rows, machine rows, T-bar rows, everything like that, you need to control the weight. You don't just let it ride down. You don't just let it slam down. When possible, when reasonable, control the weight. There are certain exercises where if you try to do that, there's more harm being done than good. There's more stress being placed on the lower back or biceps than is worth it, okay? But for most exercises outside of the dumbbell, barbell, and deadlift realm, for the rest of the exercises, for the rest of the body, it's a good idea to control the weight. I always tell my clients, I always tell my wife, either you're controlling the weight or the weight is controlling you. If the weight is controlling you, it's going to go where it wants. It's going to strain and pain and jerk where it wants to go. You have to learn to control that eccentric. That doesn't mean a super slow eccentric. That just means you have to control it. And when you control it, you're building in that extra time under tension, that extra mechanical tension, etc. And that is only a good thing. And you're working to reduce injury. So back training. Stop overcomplicating this stuff. Stop overcomplicating it. The basics work. Know that you need to get a lot stronger than you are now. You need to really raise your strength standards. I would also add, get your ass some VersaGrip Pros, because if you don't, you're going to end up picking up elbow tendonitis from all that pulling. So get your back a lot stronger than it is now. Put in a lot of hard work, and don't try to replace the basics with bullshit. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Sorry, it's just cold. I just woke up. It's almost impossible to speak down here without my throat going crazy. But have a great day, guys.